Right guys, time for a beer review, and today's is the Beavertown 8-ball rye IPA. I've not really had much in the way of rye beers before. Don't think I've ever brewed one, no I haven't. So, crack her open and get it poured. Ooh, I can smell it already. It's a nice golden colour. There we go. Nice head. Good carbonation. I mean, I can smell this out the can. Almost like marmalade. It certainly looks like marmalade. Nice creamy head. I mean, it's quite chilled, this beer. I've had it out of the fridge for about 20 minutes, but let's get into it. Love Fridays. Oh yes. Yeah, I can taste them malts there. Ooh, almost like toffee. Toffee malts and heavy, sticky flavour. There's a hop presence. I mean, it's a big hop presence, but it's not citrusy or anything. It's very dark, orangey. Well, it's like marmalade. If I had to say, marmalade beer in a glass. If I had to say anything. Oh. Yeah, that's very nice, that. And percentage wise, 6.2%. Yeah. Rye beers. Can I tell it's rye? I don't know what rye tastes like before. No. Does clart a bit on the mouth feel. Yeah. Well, it's a good beer. So it's Friday. What have we got? Well, I've got some footage of the Kveik yeast showing me taking it off the way it's dried, and I'm taking it off the greaseproof paper and bagging it. Did well. I've got 5 sort of full brews, 5-gallon batch brew loads of yeast so far. I put another load into dry, and beer's going well. Quite happy with that so far. I think the last I checked it was about 8 o'clock this morning, and it was down to about 1.018. That's Friday. This is Friday morning. I brewed it Tuesday. Yeast went into the fermenter in vessel with the wort on about 1 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. So less than 72 hours. It's going well. I love that. What else? Bought some cider today. Not cider, I didn't buy any cider at all. Bought some apple juice to make a cider. That was what I meant. Yeah, been watching a few vids this morning, and Hapless Ginger was back. It's nice to see you back, having a few stressful few weeks or whatever. I know what you mean. Sometimes you just don't have the time, and life gets in the way, so you get in when you can. I noticed you've done your turbo cider, and it gave me an idea. Turbo cider using the Kveik yeast. Yeah, that's going to be vigorous, isn't it? I can see that being a mess, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm I'd be interested to see what that yeast does, because I've used USO5 and I've done turbo ciders, and they do come out pretty much fermented out to 0, and then you have to back sweeten or drink them dry or whatever. So I'm intrigued to see what this yeast will do. Hopefully it will add some flavour with the flavour of the yeast. But I suppose it'll be slow, because I don't want to do it at 32 degrees. I'll do it at room temperature, just like I normally do my ciders, and see how it progresses there. Any other plans? Well, I've got some beer mail, so bear with me. Right back. And as I was saying, got some beer mail today. My first beer mail. Woohoo! I mean, I know I had some competition mail last year for the Smash Off, but it's first proper beer mail from Ali Mate at Ali's Brewing Company. I'll put a link down below for his YouTube channel. And that one is the Get Back to the Ship all grain IPA, I believe, 5.5%. Ali's Brewing Company. Yeah, ABC. Very similar to mine, I guess. Great minds and all that. Hando Brewing Company, as easy as. I think my tagline I put is. And his Pilgrim Porter at 3.5% all grain. I don't have any more recipe information. I'll do reviews of them both. Doing that on it. He hasn't got many subscribers, but he's only got a couple of videos up, so go and have a look. They're quite interesting. Beer review, a little bit about his yeast, always just saving it and such, and a review of one of his beers that he's done from the Greg Hughes book. Anything else? Let's have a drink. Oh, there's almost like a tartness coming through now, quickly followed by the toffee, and then silts back down to an orange. It really is like marmalade. I quite like this. A bit different. It's boozy a bit. There's a touch of it. Anything else? Like I said, got a couple of beers from Ali May to review. He's on BrewTube, Facebook channel. If anyone's interested. Doing turbo cider experiment with the Kveik. I do another all grain. Well, probably won't be this weekend, as the Kveik beer, I don't think it'll be finished in time for me to do a brew, and because I only have space for one beer in my fermentation fridge, and at 32 degrees I don't think I can manage that temperature anywhere else. So what we're doing, another beer review at Homebrew for a week. I think I might do my smash beer next week, depending how this Kveik turns out. I'll have a taste of that. I think that gives a bit of a clue to what I'm thinking. But yeah, I think I might get my smash beer done. Get that bottled, because I haven't bottled in a year, not since I went kegging. I mean, I do the bottles from the keg, but we're not allowed to do that for this year's Smash Off, so people are getting clarity points. I'm not really fussed on clarity, especially not if I do something like biotransformation with the hops at the hop stand at the can't get my mouth again. I use biotransformation for a dry hop, so but there you go. Everyone's got a bottle. So I need to do that, I suppose. The earlier I don't want it too early, so I don't want beer to then fade, which we're doing single hop, single malts means a lot of people are going to be heavily dry hopping, so you get the most out of the hops. But if you've got to bottle them, then it starts to fade, and I suppose it gives everyone as even a field as for those that don't keg and can't keg. But we'll see how that goes. I'll do that next, I suppose. Then I want to do an experiment. Might do it with this Kveik. New England IPA is on keg, and I've bottled some for family and friends, and sent a few out. So I bottled one for myself. I'll see the difference between keg and bottle. And I had it a couple of days ago. I maybe should have filmed it, but I didn't. I was just like, oh, I need a beer, what's there? Grab that and drank it. And it wasn't very good. The malt, the Marisota biscuit, actually, I don't know whether I've got quite sensitive to the Marisota now. I got quite sensitive to Crystal after. I used to just first started brewing. I was putting Marisota and Crystal just about every beer. Yay, Marisota Crystal, yay, and then I was like, well, I started to notice the Crystal a lot, so I dropped it and got rid of it. Then I started to cut down on the Marisota. I've started to use Pilsner malt more, and I could taste biscuit. I could taste the biscuit through it. I mean, it's a New England IPA. I should just be tasting like the citrus, almost like orange juice, the mouthfeel, and then this biscuit aroma was coming through. Oh, looks like my son's decided to pop in. Hello. You want to say hello to the people? No. He just passed me his drink. Do you want to come and say hello? You say, yeah, look, see? Say hello. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to the people. Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? Yeah, okay. Off you go. Bye. Here's your milk. Do you want your milk? Or do you want to scream? What? I'll be back. Right. Where was I? Oh yeah, the bottle of New England IPA. Well, I could just taste the Marisota biscuity flavour all the way through it, and kind of ruined it for me. Whereas on keg, all I can taste is how it should be. The hops just sing, and it tastes fruity. I mean, you finish the drink, and for 5 minutes or so afterwards, all you can taste is that citrus flavour that still sits there in the back of your mouth. So, kegging versus bottling, or bottling once you've kegged. So I'm going to do some experiments with that, I suppose, doing like when I've kegged it, and then take a bottle a week after, take a bottle 2 weeks after, take a bottle 3 weeks after, you get the idea, and then put them aside for a couple of weeks, he says. I'll try, well, I'll put them aside, but I'll try and make sure that there's some in the keg as well, so that when it comes down to, I can do a taste test of what a bottle of the 1 week bottle, the 2 week bottle, and 3 week bottle compared to the keg after a couple of, about say 5 weeks, I don't know. That's an idea in the pipeline anyway. So, yeah, I've got a few things coming up, so if you're not subscribed, please click that button down below. Give it a big thumbs up if you like the video, and leave me a comment down below. Take care. Oh, just to let you know, after this, put in the Kveik yeast bit up. Just after this bit. Bye. Update on the yeast. As you can see, it's dry. So all I need to do is really just scrunch the paper like this, when it comes off, I'll do the same with the bottom so that it all comes together. Put it in a freezer bag in the freezer, and here's one I've done earlier. Simple. Yeast. I did one of these trays full. This isn't quite as full as the other one I did, and I got 3 packs of yeast, 3 freezer bags of yeast, like that. More than enough to do a 5-gallon brew, 23 litres, whatever. Out of that, and I've done that twice. I could have done it a third time, really. I wanted to, I suppose, but I thought I'd let the yeast stir that there was, and so it would clear the beer better. So I should get about 5 lots of yeast out of this. So for every pack of this I use, I can get another 5 back. Not a bad return, is it? Yeah, 5 bags of yeast harvested from the Kveik beer. These will now go into the freezer, and they should be viable for a good few years at least. Update on the beer, see how it's doing. See, still got a nice thick creamy krausen. I could probably harvest a lot more if I really wanted to. Well, as I just was going to take a reading anyway, and I thought that lovely yeasty creamy head looked fantastic, I couldn't resist taking some more. This looks good, solid stuff. And as I say, just nice sanitised spoon to protect the beer, but it shouldn't be a problem for the yeast. As I said, there's probably plenty of wild yeast in this already. So that should be enough, leaving the beer, and then I'll take a reading and see where the beer's at now. Well, we started this beer on Tuesday. It's now Friday, so Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days in. We're started at 1.052 and we're looking down to be around 1.018 at the moment. Beer's looking really clear here as well. I see we haven't even cold crashed yet. It's still chewing away at that, so I best have another little taster. Right, colour, it's reasonably clear, isn't it? I suppose, considering it's still fermenting. It's going a lot paler. It smells a bit of yeast, I suppose. There's a citrusy tinge. Initial citrus punch, definitely. Almost dries out on the back of the mouth. Considering it's at 1.018ish, it should be a bit sweeter than that. So this might really dry out. And there's an after bitterness to it. So. But it's fresh, quite light. It will be stronger than I'd hoped, I imagine, by the end, which is a shame, because I wanted this to be a sessionable beer as the weather's improving, sitting outside of an evening, barbecue, a few of these, watching the football. It's coming on well. I'm not sure whether to dry hop or not. I've been advised to let the yeast flavours dominate more. We'll see where it goes. I'll give it till it drops, till it's dropped down as far as it'll go. I'll check on the flavour profile at that point. I know it's supposed to change a bit and develop more, but we'll see. So, all going well so far.